Okay, so today we're going to do the math on page 373. Then we're going to do this exercise 11-8 together in class. And then the vocab worksheet is your homework. Remember, you're going to complete that on the form. Tomorrow we're going to take notes on chapter 12. It's just like a summary version, so some of it is cut. And then there is questions to answer on a Google form also. So it says questions. So if you're like, what questions? It's right here, chapter 12 summary. And then Thursday, we will do a Kahoot. Your assignment for Friday is your test. However, I'm going to post it Thursday after class. As soon as we finish our Kahoot, answer any questions, I will post it. And it has to be done Friday by noon. Your assignments for this week are all due on Thursday. There's no new assignment on Thursday. So your stuff from today, your vocab worksheet, and then your notes and questions tomorrow are all due on Thursday by 3. Any late work for this semester is due tomorrow. And then these assignments due by Thursday, your test due Friday by noon for your attendance, but you can do it Thursday afternoon or evening if you wanted to. Any questions on what's coming up? Expectations? Hopefully you've gotten some good stuff. Hopefully this last few things we're going to do are helpful. All right, so I was trying to line this up the best way. I think it's the other way. All right, we'll do it like this. So you can kind of see the book. All right, so page 375, number 1. You have a CD for $1,000. The interest rate is 5% annually and the term is 5 years. The CD has an early withdrawal penalty. If the money is withdrawn before 36 months, interest is paid in the time the money is in the account, but a 6-month interest penalty is deducted. If you withdraw the money after 12 months, what penalty will you pay? How much money will you get? All right. I'm trying to move that so it can be flat. All right. So, it said you withdraw the money after 12 months. So 12 months is 1 year. All right. So interest. We know, hopefully, is principal times rate times time. So our interest in this problem, so it was $1,000 CD. So $1,000 was our principal times the rate is 0.05 for 5%. And the time is 1 year. 12 months, remember, our time whenever we're doing interest is out of years. So our time here is just 1. So our interest is $50. See if that focuses. And then the book said the penalty for taking it out early is a 6-month interest penalty. So the penalty is equal to 6 months interest. So I'm going to call it IP. I should just call it P for penalty, but P is for principal there. So I wrote times 1/2. This 1/2 6 month is equal to a half a year. So that's where that 1/2 is coming from. So my interest penalty is half of a year for 6 months. So that's going to be $25. So the question had two parts. What penalty will you pay? So this is a $25 penalty. And then how much money will you get? So you will get your $1,000 plus the $50 in interest minus the $25 penalty. So you will get $1,025. So number 2, you purchased a house for $125,000. You spent $15,000 for repairs, remodeling, property taxes, and other expenses. You sold the house 1 year later for $160,000. How much profit did you make on the house? What was your return on investment? All right, so you bought it for $125,000 and you spent $15,000. So the total spent is going to be $125,000 plus the $15,000. So out of your pocket was $140,000. So the profit then would be $160,000 minus the $140,000. So you made $20,000 on this house. And then your ROI, remember your ROI is your profit divided by how much money you put in. So 20,000 divided by the 140,000 that it cost you. Sorry, it's really, there we go. So it's about 0.143 or 14.3%. If you just wrote that as 14%, fine. The directions don't specify how many decimal places, so it doesn't matter. But 14.2 would be incorrect because after the 2 is an 8. All right, and last one, you purchased 100 shares of stock at $125 per share. 1 year later, the price of the stock has risen to $150 per share. What is the percentage increase in the stock price? So the increase so it's 150 now and it was 125. So it increased $25 each share. It's not asking how much money did we make, how much did it cost us. So sorry, you can't see the book completely. The fact that you purchased 100 shares doesn't matter for what it's asking. What is the percentage increase in the stock price? So we know it went up $25 per share. but they want it as a percentage. So that's going to be $25 divided by the $125 that it costs you. So 25 divided by 125 is 0.2, which remember is the same as 20%. So it's gone up 20% since you bought it. And if you sold it, your ROI would be 20%, because that's how much the stock has gone up, but it doesn't say anything about you selling it. Questions on that? Do the math. Okay, then we're going to shift over to this exercise 11-8. If you need to print it, you can. If you want to write it out, you can. If you want to type it, you can do that also. So it says, read the following information about real estate investing, answer the questions that follow. Buying rental property is an investment option that carries a higher risk than some other options. However, the returns can be good. Assume you have purchased a single family home that you intend to rent for $850 per month. You have the following expenses. So your monthly mortgage is $390, your monthly insurance is $60, semi-annual property taxes are $340. Your repairs as a yearly estimate is $500, and then monthly lawn care or snow removal is $100 a month. So calculate your yearly expenses you will have for the rental property. So how much is this going to cost you for the year? So your mortgage, I'm just going to list all of these. If we want the yearly expenses, we have to take this $390 and multiply by 12. Because it tells you the monthly mortgage is $390. So that's going to be $4,680. Insurance, same thing. It's monthly insurance. So 12 times $60. Is $720 for insurance. Semi-annual property taxes. So semi-annual means twice a year. So 2 times 340 is going to be $680. I'm just listing everything here. So the repairs, the yearly estimate is just $500. I wrote it over there just so they can kind of line up when I go to add them. And then the lawn/snow monthly, right? You either mow the lawn in the summer or get rid of the snow in the winter. 12 times 100 is going to be $1,200. So some things are monthly expenses. Property taxes, when they're semi-annual, are going to be twice a year. And then the repairs are estimating at $500. They may be more, they may be less. We never know. But you should have something in your budget for them. So the total yearly expenses is, so I'm just going to add all of these. 4,680 plus 720 plus 680 plus 500 plus 1,200 is $7,780. And your $390 for a monthly mortgage is really low. It doesn't tell us the price of the house or anything, but that's pretty low. All right, so number 2, calculate the total rent you will receive in a year. Assume the house is rented for all 12 months per year. Oops, sorry, my thing froze. Let me try to get that working again. So you guys can possibly start on that one. So if you want to calculate the total rent you receive in a year, it tells you you're renting it for $850. So on number 2, you're going to do 12 times $850. So number 2 is 12 times 850. So again, you're assuming you got to rent it for the whole year. All right. I think that should be working now. And then number 3, what is your return on investment then? So we know you put in $7,780. You should get $10,200. Again, you're assuming you rent it for the whole year. So your profit here would be $10,200 minus the $7,780. So you would make $2,420 for a year. ROI, $2,420. The profit divided by how much money it cost you. So this costs $7,780. So I'll show you my calculator. So about 0.311 or 31.1% would be your ROI. So, and this was on your homework from last week, 11-3, like why is a rental property risky? So there are several things. So yes, property value, things like that could go up or down, but also like what if you don't rent it, right? If this didn't get rented every month, this income, money you get goes down. This would then go down also, your percentage. If the damages are more, if there's more yearly repairs, what if multiple things break? What if the windstorm blows the fence down? You just never know. All right, and then number 4, some of your expenses have increased. So insurance is $70 a month, property taxes are $380, lawn care is actually $125. So now we want to calculate the total expenses again with the increases. So the mortgage isn't changing. The mortgage is locked in. So the mortgage is still, from the other side, $4,680. That didn't change. The insurance, it's monthly, 12 times $70. $840 now. Property taxes, 2 times $380. $760. Repairs didn't change, so I'm using the original list. The repairs are still 500. And then the lawn / snow. $125 a month for 12 months out of the year is $1,500. So now we need a new total yearly expenses. So I'm going to add all of those up. So now for the year, it's $8,280. All right, so the new return on investment. Well, we have to get the profit. So it's still the $10,200 coming in from the rent. You didn't increase your rent at all. You still left it at $10,200 for the year, $850 per month, minus the $8,280. So now your profit's $1,920. So your ROI, your profit, divided by your investment cost, your expenses, how much you put in. About 23.2, percent. I forgot to write it as a decimal first, but that's okay. All right, and then number 6, what could you do to increase your return on investment? So any ideas, what could be done to increase your return on investment? See if anyone has any ideas. How can you make your profit go up? Basically, to make your return on investment go up, your profit needs to go up. How could you do that? Any ideas? And I can wait, we have a few minutes. Okay, so a couple people have said that. Yes, thank you for those of you responding to the chat. All right, so what most people said is increase rent. So you could increase the rent. The other option is to try to find cheaper lawn care or snow removal. Or insurance. All right, you can shop around to try to get cheaper insurance. They're all fairly similar. Well, I shouldn't say they're all fairly similar. You may find similar costs looking around. So yeah, so you can increase the money coming in or decrease your expenses. So to decrease your expenses, you can't change your mortgage. You can try to decrease your insurance. You cannot change the property taxes. Your repairs, maybe they might not even be $500. Remember, this is your estimate, but they could be more than that. So that's just kind of a big guess, and then you could reduce that. So why is a positive cash flow important to owners of rental property? So a positive cash flow means you are making a profit. So if you don't have a positive cash flow, then that would mean that it's costing you more money. So the money that's coming in from your rent, it costs you more than that. So you would be losing money or spending your own money to cover your expenses. All right. Any questions?